So if you've had an internet connection, you'd already have seen the billion-dollar celebrity wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez making headlines. Jeff Bezos didn't just throw a wedding, he threw a power move that cost a staggering $55 million. And the guest list is mind-blowing. We're talking Oprah, DiCaprio, Kardashian-level glam. Now let's be clear, this wasn't just a wedding, folks, this was a 3-day luxury campaign staged across one of the most romantic cities on Earth. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez didn't just get married in Venice, they took over Venice. Private islands booked out in advance, centuries-old cathedrals glowing under hand-picked lighting, and an event timeline so seamless you'd think a team of creative directors plotted it frame by frame. Every angle, every guest, every bite of food, it all felt cinematic. The wedding kicked off with what they called a welcome dinner. But don't get it twisted, this wasn't some laid-back backyard get-together. Guests were flown in on private charters for a Neapolitan pizza night, curated by an actual chef flown in from Naples. We're talking real wood-fired ovens, bubbling crust, fresh ingredients flown in just for that night. Tables were set under soft string lights with golden hour backdrops and servers pouring Prosecco like it was water from a jug. No corners were cut, folks. Even the scent of the space was curated. Then came the second event, a La Dolce Vita-inspired pre-party, and honestly, it felt more like a red carpet at the Venice Film Festival. The fashion alone could have shut down social media. Picture vintage Italian glamour, tailored black suits, flowing silk dresses, oversized dark sunglasses, and that effortless, rich energy that doesn't beg for attention but owns every room. Even the backup lighting looked like it belonged in a high-budget music video. You could feel the intention behind every candle, every cushion, every camera angle. But all of that was just the lead-up. The main event took place on June 27th. The location? San Giorgio Maggiore. If you've never seen it, imagine a Renaissance-era cathedral literally sitting alone on its own island, surrounded by rippling water and bathed in golden light from every direction. That's where Lauren made her entrance, wearing a custom Dolce & Gabbana gown, floor-length, full-skirted, and decked in hand-applied crystals that caught every flicker of candlelight. The bodice fit like armor, sculpted and strong, while the train trailed behind her like it was being pulled by the wind. She didn't just walk down the aisle, she glowed with perfection and luxury. It was the kind of moment that made the entire crowd forget they were at a wedding and feel like they were part of a historic movie, directed, produced, and funded by one of the richest men on the planet. But the moment that really left people stunned wasn't the dress, the venue, or even the star-studded scenery. It was what happened after the vows. In a move that blended sentiment with staggering wealth, Jeff Bezos gifted Lauren Sanchez a diamond necklace reportedly worth anywhere between $3 to $5 million. Let that sit for a second. And no, it wasn't some delicate, discreet token either. According to insiders, the design was bold, unapologetic, and loud in the way only old money and new power can afford to be. Think large, high-grade stones, blinding clarity, an arrangement that didn't whisper status, it announced it. The kind of necklace that turns heads and rewrites expectations. And if that wasn't enough, Jeff threw in a pair of matching diamond earrings, just casually, as if to underline the message that this wasn't just an emotional gesture, it was strategic, deliberate, and deeply on brand for a man who once turned an online bookstore into a global empire. This wasn't your average romantic gift. This was luxury engineered for legacy. And the guests of the events? Mind-blowing. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Brady, Bill Gates, Ivanka Trump, Sydney Sweeney, Oprah, Usher, DJ Cassidy, and the Kardashian-Jenner empire showed up in full force naturally. Word is Oprah wasn't just sitting pretty, she was fully in it, dancing deep into the early hours of the morning, and Usher and DJ Cassidy keeping the soundtrack alive long past 3 a.m., spinning tracks under soft golden light in a courtyard that looked too cinematic to be real. Picture firelight flickering off polished marble, champagne glasses clinking, and the soft roar of laughter from people who don't just watch history but fund it. It wasn't a wedding anymore. It felt like a gathering of the people who shape culture, markets, headlines, and influence with a single tweet or check. And even those guests, dripping in wealth themselves, didn't leave empty-handed. Each person walked away with a curated luxury gift bag put together by Bezos himself. These weren't throwaway souvenirs. We're talking plush Amazon-branded slippers because, of course, thick, cozy cashmere robes, and custom Alice plus Olivia sweaters stitched with the word legendary. Not just a cute detail, but a direct reference to the couple's engagement party theme song. It was a nod to the past, but it also quietly labeled every single moment of the weekend for what it was. Iconic, unforgettable, maybe even calculated. And the custom Dolce & Gabbana couture piece, sculpted to perfection and inspired by none other than Sophia Loren. Word is it took months of artisan labor, and that was just the main look. Sources say she had multiple designer outfits over the weekend, each one building a story of opulence and intention. The theme across it all? What the Wall Street Journal called unapologetic glamour. There were no half measures, no attempts at subtlety. This was bold, theatrical, and dripping with money. Even the guests weren't left to fend for themselves style-wise. Many of them reportedly flew in with personal stylists and glam squads. The result was an event that didn't just look expensive, it felt curated. Like a runway show disguised as a wedding, with Venice as the backdrop and the global elite as the models. And when it came time for the late-night pajama party, Lauren didn't miss a beat. Behind-the-scenes photos showed her in a silk chiffon Versace number. Deep navy, flowing, and sheer in just the right places. The name of the look? Dolce Notte. Sweet night. Very on theme. This wasn't a costume change, it was a soft flex. A reminder that even when the dress code is pajamas, a bride like Lauren is still going to outshine every person in the room. But here's the thing. None of this should really be a shock. Jeff and Lauren have been orbiting each other publicly since early 2019. Their relationship wasn't whispered about in dark corners. It was visible. They'd been seen together at art galas, yacht vacations, and industry dinners. Wherever the cameras were, they were just a few feet away, smiling hand in hand, living their version of a very public romance. And when the engagement hit in May 2023, it was headline news. Bezos reportedly proposed while they were sailing through the south of France. The ring, a 30-carat pink diamond, not a little sparkle, not understated, just a big blinding stone that said, "I can afford this, and she's worth it." So, yeah, people have been watching this unfold for a while. The wedding didn't catch anyone by surprise, but it definitely left mouths open. Still, not everyone was clapping. As the weekend unfolded, Venice itself started to push back. Locals, already frustrated by years of over-tourism, didn't exactly roll out the welcome mat. Environmental activists made their presence known, going as far as floating inflatable crocodiles near the venue to disrupt the ceremony. A symbolic protest, sure, but also a loud message. You can't keep using historic cities as billionaire playgrounds without backlash. Some activists called the entire wedding a tone-deaf display, luxury excess in a world grappling with rising seas, economic crisis, and cultural erosion, and they're not alone in that sentiment. While the celebrity photos and diamond details were going viral, a different kind of buzz was building online. The comment sections? Brutal. Some folks admired the extravagance, sure, but a huge number didn't hold back. They questioned everything, from the relationship itself to Lauren's intentions. The phrase gold digger came up more than once. People speculated that the marriage wouldn't last, that Lauren would run off in 2 years with half of Amazon's net worth, that Bezos, for all his intellect, might be walking straight into a heartbreak headline. Others brought up Bezos' transformation, how he went from shy tech CEO to yacht-flexing power mogul, and what that says about identity, aging, and reinvention. Some respected the glow-up, others said it felt performative. And when you add in Lauren's high-glamour image, cosmetic surgeries, and media-savvy persona, the reactions only got more complicated. But here's what can't be denied. The wedding was a spectacle. Whether you loved it or hated it, you were talking about it. And that's kind of the point. It wasn't just a celebration of love, it was a staging ground for legacy, for reinvention, for brand building at the highest level. And at the core of it, two people said yes to each other under cathedral ceilings watched by global icons and celebrated like royalty. Say what you want, but that's not ordinary. That's billionaire-tier romance. So now the question is, what's next? Do you think this marriage is built to last, or is it just another luxury chapter in a billionaire's life story? Was the weekend pure love or power dynamics wrapped in couture? What do you think of the backlash the wedding faced? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because if this is how they start married life, you already know the next move is going to be even bigger. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.